teacher friend. How are you today? Have you eaten your breakfast? Did you slept well? Or did you go outside? Oops. Remember, when you go outside, do not forget to wear your mask, your face shield, and maintain 1 meter distance from each other. And also, do not forget to wash your hands and sanitize it every time you go outside. Okay, for this session, we will be discussing on how to formulate the claims of fact, policy, and value. So at the end of this session, you are expected to first differentiate claims of fact, policy, and value. Second, formulate the claim of fact, policy, and value. Third, you are going to relate the claims of fact, policy, and value in a real-life situation. Before we proceed to our discussion today, let's have first a game. So this game is a word search puzzle. So all you have to do is to look for 10 words. So you're going to find out or look for 10 words in the puzzle. So those words are somewhat related to our discussion today. So I will be giving you 3 minutes to search for the word. Then after 3 minutes, we are going to check, or you are going to check your work honestly. So your time starts now. Let's proceed to the checking of your work. As what I have said, you are going to check your own work honestly. Let's start with the horizontal lines. We have the word logical, argument, policy, and evidence. Now for the vertical line, we have interesting, debatable, and specific. And for the diagonal, we have value, fact, and claim. So those are the 10 words. And for those to get the correct answer, or all of the correct answer, so congratulations. So as an evidence of your work, have a picture of your paper, then send that one in my messenger. Now let's proceed to our discussion. So you have that one on Module 5, Quarter 2, Module 5, page 3 to 4. Claim is divided into two aspects. The first one is in the aspect of the view of the speaker. Okay. A claim for the speaker, a claim is a topic of an argument where the speaker tries to assert on his or her beliefs, ideas, or actions. That is the first definition or aspect of definition in the view of the speaker. So if you're a speaker, especially in an argument, then you want to prove something, an idea or issue, so you are going to do everything to make everybody affirm into your idea, opinion, or belief. Okay, the second one is in the view of a writer. So a claim is a central statement of a text where the writer tries to prove in the text by providing details, explanations, and other types of evidence. So the first one is when you are speaking or in the speaker's viewpoint. The other one is in the writing. So if you are writing an argument, you are going to support or provide details that will make your reader affirm to your or will to make them believe in you based from the evidences that you have gathered or you have presented in your writing. So it is the claim in the writer's view. It is the central statement of the text or your main idea in the text. Claim is observable when you are writing persuasion or argumentation. So it is the first statement in your writing. So if your claim is not catchy or the issue presented in your claim will not trigger any interest to your reader, then they will not read your claim. So there are 7 characteristics of a good claim. So the first one is it is a single statement. Okay, so when you're writing a claim in an argument, it should be a single statement or specific and simple. For example, COVID-19 is deadly. COVID-19 is deadly. So it is short. Once your reader read that statement or claim, they will be, what is COVID-19? Why is it deadly? So your reader will read your write-ups. Second, it is being compared. Okay, because you are talking about argumentation, meaning you are comparing and opposing two ideas or an issue. So for example, flu and COVID-19 spread in a similar way. So there is a comparison between two diseases. Next, it is in the past, present, or future. For example, Baguio City had more than 300 cases of COVID-19. Then, next, it has a cause and effect. Example, you will have COVID-19 if you have low body resistance. So the cause there is if you have low body resistance, and the effect is you will have a COVID-19 if you have a low body resistance. So it shows the cause and effect relationship. Next, it has to be taken. Okay, example. You should wear your mask and facial. So why should we wear our mask and facial? Okay, yes, that's right. To prevent us from having infected with COVID-19. The other one, it is what is happening. So because we are talking about issue, if it's a current one, so it will be more catchy. For example, people are sanitizing daily for their safety. Yes. So nowadays, people are following some precautions to avoid not to be infected by COVID-19. And that is one of the precautions. We wash our hands, sanitize daily when we go outside. Okay, next. It could be true or false. Example. Tawa-tawa is the cure for COVID-19. Do you know what is a tawa-tawa? Yes, that's right. That is very common in our province. So our elders use that one, or our elders believe that tawa-tawa, when we state that one, it can be used as a cure for fever. And somewhat it is reliable. Right? Okay, but when we are going to say tawa-tawa is the cure for COVID-19, maybe it's true, maybe no. Right? So, how are you going to prove that one that is true or not true? Yes, it can be in the research, or you conduct an interview and gather data to prove that it is true or not. Other than the 7 good characteristics of a good claim, we also have 4 general characteristics of claim. So, from 7 specific, we have 4 general characteristics of claim. Okay, the first one, a claim should be argumentative and debatable. Of course, because you are presenting an issue, you are going to show the pros and cons of that issue you have presented. Next, we have a claim should be specific and focused. Okay, so remember, claim is the first statement that could be seen on your write-ups. So it should be specific and focused on a certain issue. Next, claim should be interesting and engaging. Yes, if your claim is not catchy as what I have said, or it is not interesting at the very beginning of your writing, because that is the first statement that the reader will read. If that claim is not catchy or not interesting to them, then they will not read your write-ups. Okay, the last one, a claim should be logical. How are we going to say that a claim is logical? Yes, when it is properly organized, or the claim or the issue is properly presented. Basically, we have 3 kinds of claim. Claim is also known as the proposition. So the first kind is the claim of fact. Second, is the claim of policy. And the third one is the claim of value. Let's have first the claim of fact. Okay. From the word itself, fact means true or based from present, past, or future events. So let's check it out. Okay, claim of fact is a statement of something that has existed in the past, exists in the present, or will exist in the future. It is whether something is true or untrue, but there must always be a controversy, conflict, and change. Then, It is a claim that reports, describes, and shows cause and effect. Lastly, it answers the question, can you investigate through research and interviews? For example, the claim of fact. The new coronavirus was responsible for an outbreak of respiratory disease and pneumonia in Wuhan, China. Next, the oldest known disease in the world is leprosy. And lastly, the death penalty does not deter crime. Okay, from the first statement, the new coronavirus was responsible for an outbreak of respiratory disease and pneumonia in Wuhan, China. Okay, as a claim of fact, so if you're going to examine that one, it is true because it really happens, right? This pandemic was caused by that was caused by coronavirus originated in Wuhan, China. The second statement, the oldest known disease in the world is leprosy. If you Google that one in the internet, so one of the results will be the leprosy as one of the oldest disease in the world. So somewhat it is true. The second kind of claim is the claim of value. So it is a claim that is based on preferences such as likes, dislikes, good or bad. It gives judgment about morality, beauty, merit, or wisdom. It also compares and contrasts a problem with similar one in another time or place. Lastly, it answers the question, is it good or bad? For example, safety is more important than freedom. Okay, it compares and contrasts. The GSW, it is a famous basketball team, the international basketball team, is the best team in NBA. But this one, this example is somewhat relates to the likes and dislikes because some people doesn't like GSW and others like, so it is based on likes and or dislikes. And the last example, capital punishment is unjust. Okay, that example is based on morality. So that is how you are going to formulate the claim of value. It is based on likes, dislikes, or is it good or bad? Or sometimes based on morality, the standard of your beauty, the merit, or the quality of your wisdom, or the wisdom. The last kind of claim is the claim of policy. So it is a statement that indicates that an action must be taken in a specific policy. So it is a claim that argues that an action be taken or discontinued in specific policies. It shows that problem exists and it's good to solve it in a certain way. And lastly, it answers the question, what should be done? Example, maintain at least 1 meter or 3 feet distance between yourself and others. So, based from the other claim of, especially from the claim of fact, okay, claim of fact is the basis on formulating the claim of policy. So for example, in our example, in the claim of fact, COVID-19 is deadly. So because COVID-19 is deadly, a policy was made. And one of the policy that was made is you are going to maintain at least 1 meter distance from between yourself and others. So that policy was based from the facts, or from the claim of fact, which is COVID-19 is deadly. Next example, Congress should pass the DREAM Act. Okay, from the indicator, the modal should. Okay, that indicates that it is a claim of policy. Then the death penalty should be abolished. Okay, same because of the word should. So those are the three kinds of claim. We have the claim of fact, claim of value, and the claim of policy. So now let's have practice, or let's have some exercise. I will be giving you the examples that I have given to you lately. So all you have to do is to determine what kind or what type of policy are those statements. So I will give you another 3 minutes to answer the exercise. Time is up. So let's check your work again. Check your work honestly. Okay, number one, we have COVID-19 is deadly. Is that fact, policy, or value? Okay, COVID-19 is deadly. That is a fact. Next, flu and COVID-19 spread in similar way. Flu and COVID-19 spread in similar way. That is a claim of fact. Next, Baguio City had more than 100 cases of COVID-19. Exactly, that is also a fact. Next, you will have COVID-19 if you have low body resistance. Okay, that is also a fact. You should wear masks and face shield. That's right, it is policy. Next, people are sanitizing daily for their safety. Alright, that is policy. The last one, tawa-tawa is the cure for COVID-19. Okay, that is claim of fact. Now, on your module, on page 7, accomplish the tasks, activity number 3, that is bawal judgmental. So you must write your answer in a one-hot sheet of paper, then submit that one next week. This time around, I will be displaying to you a picture. Then all you have to do is to formulate a claim of fact, value, and policy based on the picture. You write your answer in a one-hot sheet of paper, then submit that one next week. To sum it up, claim is divided by two aspects. We have the speaker and the writer. Then it has 7 characteristics and 4 general characteristics. Claim has also 3 types or kinds. We have the claim of fact. So claim of fact, it proposes whether something is true or not true. If the statement is frequently verifiable and often takes more objective approach. So it draws on logical inferences. Then the second one, we have the claim of value. So it takes more evaluative position, and it judges if the thing is good or bad, and is also based on likes and dislikes. And the last one, we have the claim of policy. So the claim of policy, it advocates a specific course of action, or the should and should not, which is based or formulated based on the claim of fact. For your evaluation, copy the direction of the statement on screen or click the link and answer it in the Google form. And for your additional activity, do the task in your module on page 11 to 12. That is all for this session. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye-bye.